Hello and welcome. Today I will be doing some detective classifications to show a bit how the site generally works, what you have to do, and a bit in more depth vetting if needed to determine if the quality of an object could be a good or not candidate. So let's go ahead. I am already logging in the site. Let's go to classify. I am suppose we're going to find a lot of not good objects because in this detective we find that uh, objects don't have multiples, don't be extended, don't be moving around, and don't be contaminated in any way that could do problems with the research. So first candidate here looks like a clear multiple, and indeed it is. Let's go ahead. This video I am doing it with the idea that you already done some classifications and you already have read, for example, the field guide, what the common examples are, and the FAQ also. So let's go ahead. Let's see the next one. This one looks no okay. That is also pretty common. Sadly, we start to with an object that looks rather nice, and in the last section we lost it. Highly extended object. In this case I can point out if you are seeing a faint source outside the circle there to let's say 11 o'clock, that is quite right in Y3 and Y4, and that is sadly condemning this object to the extended category and is not good for us either. Let's see the next one. Mm, so good so far. You can click the play button so the movie auto reproduce the movie, let's say the flickbook, or you can just click and go with the cursor keys to check by yourself. This one actually don't look so bad. So let's check some additional data. Let's see if the object is now in Sinbad. It is now in Sinbad. It is an entry and a paper that is not exactly the thing we study in this detective, so no problem there. Parallax, since we are looking for object with parallax of 1 or greater, is more than that, so cool. This link to Earth Finder chart looks a bit broken, but that is easy to solve because using, for example, the WISE ID, we can load the object. Let's use 60, that is going to match more or less the field view, and go ahead. Let's see. Looks clean. Looks clean. Like to see. A bit dense here in West 4, but nothing serious. And not much else. So, could be a potentially good candidate. Just a tiny bit of extension, but it's safe enough to move to the next step. In this case, I'm going to see if there is already somebody commenting about the object. Maybe it was submitted, maybe not. Let's see. In the comments, somebody already, another, this detective, let's say, has already checked the parameters. Parallax I was mentioning for Sinbad. A few more data. Generally what I was seeing to the first glance. And the object was submitted, so I don't need to submit it again. But it's a potentially good one. So in the case of people working, I'm more saying the project that is detect super users, aside with the science team, we are maybe going to check this one. I don't know, that's a date. Yes, we are going to check this one in the next batch probably to see if they are really good candidate or not with a more in detail work. That is not exactly goal of this video anyway. So let's go again to classify. Sadly, another extended one. Not much to do here. Let's see. Yeah, I already see a multiple there. And battery extended, so sadly not a good one. Oh, and sadly I see a bug that happens from time to time where the menu remains blocked and doesn't load. Anyway, it was a bad candidate. Let's reload. And it can happen from time to time. Maybe when you go too fast, that also tends to happen. So let's check. Mm, it's going to end extended, and for sure it was. I was kinda predicting when I started to see that the background was quite background objects were quite bright. Not a surprise, so another extended. Well, the first one looks slim. It's not gonna be victory. Okay, I was waiting for that to pop up. Thank you. Sadly, ended in a quite heavy contamination situation here, with a very bright source, probably a galaxy. Was also saturated. That makes you click overheating not round, but being saturated alone is not a cause to discard an object. It could be a really good candidate. It's just too bright and it is saturating the Panstar camera sensors by that reason. So that is not really a problem. So, but this one it is. So sadly, extended. I'm going to put also not round for completion reasons. Let's see here. It's a bit saturated. No, so bad. And similar case to the other one, there is something very bright, ruin the party for everybody in wise. Let's see again. Again, same problem from another angle, but sadly, not good. This one could be nice for an additional example, since I am seeing a faint object here at between 9 and 8 o'clock, a site extension, but let's load, for example, the object in IRSA to confirm the multiple. I'm just going to use the WISE ID, and just for not overloading my internet browser, let's load the WISE ID here and see. We should be able to see that faint object also here, and it is there. You can see it. The inside is quite faint, and the situation was quite bad in WISE anyway. So it's for sure extended and multiple. We can also, since we are doing some examples, we can also load the coordinates. Let's grab it from Skymap and see the original Panstar image to see if the object is more clear. Yes, it's pretty clear there. Sometimes the processing we do inside with the color grading and process can make things sometimes less clear than they should, but you have a lot of tools to convert the image anyway. So again, sadly, bad candidate, multiple between the inner and outer circle, and extended. Let's see how much we can find. I can see a multiple already there. Oh, I didn't wait. The button didn't load. I should report this to the team, to the Universe team. Anyway, it was also a bad candidate because we have two objects there, and it's also extended, so we are not losing anything there. Let's close that. Be sure to wait to that. I can see and find multiple there, and extended, so again, sadly, not a good candidate. There's a multiple here and here, and it's badly extended, so again, nothing to report. Let's move on. This one was looking potentially interesting, but sadly, again, we kinda lost it. That could, yes, that could be a potential problem with the telescope. I was thinking it was maybe a oval object like a galaxy, but I see a very a fine object that also kinda with the same shape. So two galaxies could be possible, but I am thinking in a pointing issue in the telescope was just moving a bit while taking the picture, and that's the result in a less than a circle shape for the star. And it is also sadly very extended, so let's go with extended. Let's see this one. Alright, okay, thank you. Not forget to check that. It's going to be extended, it's going to be extended. It is extended. When you already have classifications, classified so many image like me, you kinda start to predict sometimes based in the brightness and other details that you are going to have seen the result in wasting for. And sometimes I'm wrong, but not this time. Let's see. But okay, click. Again, multiple sadly, and extended. So a lot of trash. But why is important to classify these things? Because there is no other way for a project like this detective to separate the potential good candidates from the, well, trash, at least for us, because a computer and algorithm machine learning program can separate image and do some classification by its own, but they are not essentially sensitive enough or not good enough to uh, be able to differentiate the small subtleties that can separate a really bad candidate object from maybe one that only have a detail or uh, a small minor thing that is really not so bad and that can be good and is going to or reject everything and lose a lot of possible good candidate or give you a lot of false positive that is going to result in a catalog of bad quality. We already have to deal with those also. So there's nothing more, let's say, precise like a human eye to be able to differentiate that. So that is why we need the help of citizen science like me, like you, like all the people that is doing classification for the project to mark those images and do a proper selection of them. This one is already extended and is I find multiple also, but is very badly extended, so let's move on. Anyway, another pointing issue, not so rare with Skymapper sadly. So, I was suspecting that. Yep, sadly, photobomb in Wise. So let's move on. I see a multiple there, sadly. Bit saturated also. Okay. Multiple extended, nothing too crazy. Crazy, sorry, nothing too rare. See here. Quite faint object in pasta. Okay. Sadly, again, we lost it. Well, it is very, very bright. It's not only saturated, it's, let's say, it's kinda producing diffraction spike. That you can actually have diffraction spike in a digital camera, but it's so bright that it's kinda generating diffraction spike like in the old telescopes. Let's see the rest. I see a multiple if I'm not mistaken, and it's badly extended. Wow, there is something very, very right in the infrared in that region. Could be nearby a galaxy, a nearby bright star. We can be sitting in a dust cloud. There is several things that could lead to that. Okay, let's go for completion here. Out of curiosity, let's see. Somebody else commented something here. No, not commented something, but again, not a good candidate. So that is life. Extended, extended. Got you, got you. Let's see here. It's going to. Okay, another extended one. Sadly, another extended one. Yeah, too bad. Let's say extended. And let's see a few more. Another extended one, sadly. Come on, that menu, please. And we have a bug, sadly. Well, we are not losing anything here. Was multiple anyway, but again, that bug. I already tested with Firefox and Chrome. I use Firefox currently, and with both happens in some points. Suppose that is a loading problem from Universe. I'm going to report that because, for example, this time is not solving. Let's go ahead, refresh again, and we go. Kinda annoying, but not the end of the world. This is faint. That's the reason that we are seeing like that in Skymapper. And sadly, another one that bite the dust because we are seeing another quite badly extended. Wow, very saturated ones. Central one, and we have one in right in the circle. Sadly, this is yeah. Oh, and the menu didn't load. Great. We are starting to get the bug quite often in this session. Let's see. Oh, I didn't wait. That was probably my fault. I didn't wait to a proper load and started to click the flipbook right away, that I know that breaks the interface. But sadly, we are having some problems here, and sadly there is no way to force that aside to reload the page. There you go. Again, multiple. Sadly, sorry. I was thinking that maybe some fade multiple there, but I wanted to say Basil extended. That's for sure. Case, I can dig up more in the image to confirm the multiple or not, but with a wait 3 and wait 4 image so bad, it's extended. Don't. There is no sense to waste more sleep with that. Let's do a couple more. Seeing a fade multiple there, maybe we are going to need to confirm with another image survey just because they're quite faint. And it is not extended, but let's load that to IRSA to see if we can see the other objects there. Let's see. These two small horns, let's say, what I am seeing. I can see another one, but these image survey are so old. Yes, I can see it here also in 2mas. Let's load the original Panstar image to see. Use the coordinate here because Panstar need the coordinates. There they are. I am seeing another one here that is not quite visible in the image, and they were kind of visible in the very old surveys, but not so much. So sadly, this one could potentially pass like a good candidate in the old version of the site, but not in this one. But was extended anyway, so let's move. I'm going to add this one to my collections. I keep some of these ones like examples. Maybe could be needed in some cases, so I'm going to add that to mine and click that. Let's see. Another extended. Okay. Clear extended. Nonsense to make. Don't waste too much time here. So um, it's going to be extended. Yes. Just my prediction. Not sadly a bad candidate, but okay. Done. I see a multiple there. Indeed. And this extended and multiple. So sadly, another bad candidate. That is a more common combination of bad candidates, multiple and extended. Not all extended are going to be multiple necessarily, and not all multiple are going to be extended, but this one is very badly extended by something. Don't look multiple, but is this trash anyway? Another one to bite the dust. In this case, infrared dust. So yeah, there is something funky in there. In the I didn't wait. The interface bug again. But let's do a couple more before finishing this session. What? Okay. I see multiple there and extended. So yeah, another one. Sadly, depending of the batches, we are going to have more bad candidates that could potential was anyway. But that was me just skipping the waste image. I kinda see a multiple, maybe a multiple there, but it's so badly extended that doesn't matter anyway. Extended, sadly. I did again, sorry. That is force a bit for me sometimes. Yeah, sadly. Extended also. So not not a lot of potential good candidates in this one. Only one that was already submitted, so I didn't report that one. You see a multiple there, and yeah, it was going extended. So again, that this one is badly saturating. It's kinda awesome the effects it produces. Could be potentially multiple also. Let's see. Sadly, again extended. I put a no round condition there because yeah. See multiple again and very extended. So one thing I miss from the old side. The old side will have a counter that say how much classification you did in that particular session. In this case, sadly, it didn't say so. There is not much way to check that aside on doing checking your own numbers. So let's going to do a few more. And again, multiple unextended. Sadly, there we go again. So let's check something very quick and end the session. Let's see how many for this detective we have here. Yeah, I am in uh, 7. I want to have more, but sadly, sometimes you don't have enough free time or your life get complicated to do more work like you wish. So I may be going to do these videos more regularly so I can do some classification while recording a video and share it with you people on my blog and in the sites so more people can see me classification object how I do it. This batch was not particularly interesting sadly, but um, it's a good show at the basic work you can do in the site. Was purely random, so it's also the most unbiased showcase I can do because they were random objects, different when we do a particular betting where we are kind of expecting something to see or not and the object we are analyzing, but the case was purely random. So I hope you enjoyed the video. We to try today's some editing video, trying to learn. Uh, Thanks for watching. I also want to thanks to the people that in this moment is acting like my patrons, let's say. These videos and another videos that I do for the project are possible in great part thanks to them, since thanks to the pandemic things started to get complicated. It's not the best moment for me regarding to economics. So thank you again and see you in another video. See you later.